Well, it's kind of dark in here and a mess. That's a little bit better. But that's going to be my closet and storage area. And I got the electrical ran to it. This is the living room. And then there's my electrical box. And then I got all my breakers and all of that. So it's coming along. Shower over there. Kitchen here. But I'm starting to get all the wiring ran to the box. I just have a lot more holes to drill for the wiring. But I'm pretty proud of my wall. It's a 10-foot by 10-foot wall. And so it makes my closet 10 foot long by 4 foot wide. So all of my clothes are going to be on the back wall. And then the wall that I built is going to be all shelves on the inside of the closet. Because I'm not really going to have anywhere else to put any kind of storage other than the cabinets. So, and then I'm going to make me a Murphy bed and put right here. So that way I can put it up and I'll have all this floor space, which I think makes a lot more sense than just having a bed sitting there all the time. But so I have found out that I have a tear in my lactum of my hip on the left side, which means I'm looking at another surgery. They are wanting to go in and clean up my hip joint and hope that that helps. If not, then I'm looking at hip replacement. So now I've got a fire under my ass to try and get this building done so I can move in here before I have surgery, because I will not be able to do stairs. I will be down for about 4 to 6 months, and I will have to take it easy for a while. So as long as I can get water in here, electric in here, have a shower, place to go to the bathroom, and a place to make me something to eat, and wash my dishes and wash my ass, I'll be able to stay in here. So now I have kicked it into high gear to try and get this thing done. And I'm going to try and push the surgery off as long as possible. So I have an appointment on the 13th of April to talk to him about what exactly we're going to do, when we're going to do it, and all of that. So once I know, I'll let you know. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick, very quick update. This is a big job. And with me having to do it all myself, it's a way, sorry, I'm cutting my head off, but I gotta sit for a minute. It's definitely a way bigger job than I was anticipating. So I got insulation all over me because I've been having to drill holes into the top of the ceiling. But yeah, it's this is a chore. But I have a good friend of mine that I went to high school with that has a family of electricians, and he's going to come over and hook up all of the electrical for me once I get ready. So I'm pretty happy about that. And the plumbing, that's not hard. Building out my shower, sorry I'm shaky. That's my medication that I'm on now. But I have these silly glasses, I'll put them on. They're actually kind of ridiculous. I got them whenever I got my other glasses, and I thought they were cute on Zenny until I got them, and they're like, I think they're considered an extra large frame, and I have a big face, but they're massive. So I've been wearing them as eye protection out here. They make pretty good goggles, or safety glasses, I should say. But anyway, this is coming along. I haven't given any kind of update. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I haven't done anything. All I've been doing is doing hair, working, going to doctors. I am having to be extremely careful because I don't want anything to get in the way of my disability. That's my income. I can barely move. So this has taken me a long time, and it's not like I'm coming out here and working for hours and hours at a time. I'm coming out here and working for maybe an hour, and then I got to go in and sit down and take a break, and then I'll come out here and work for 30 minutes to an hour again, and go in and take a few more hours break. So that's why it's taken me so long to get this thing done, is because I just don't have the stamina that I used to, because my back, my knees, my hips, everything is all jacked up. That's why I'm on disability. If I could hold down a real job, I wouldn't be on disability. That's the downfall. That's the truth of the matter. So anyways, I know I'm just rambling, but I'm going to go in the house and get cleaned up, and I'll talk to y'all a little more in detail and give you a little more of what all's been going on and what all's been happening, because my wrist is healed. I'm still in physical therapy, but I'm fixing to go for my, I think, final follow-up on that. But then I've got other medical stuff. So anyways, I'll be back with you here in just a moment for you. So the other things that are going on is I am having to have a scope done on my bladder because of there being microscopic blood cells in there that we're trying to figure out why. So that's the last step. I had a CT on my bladder. I've had all kinds of tests ran on it, and that's the last step. We're trying to figure out why. I lost my counselor. My insurance quit covering. She changed locations, and they don't cover, well, they do, but they're not paying them as much as they did. So I have to find another counselor now, which is sad because I really liked my counselor. We was doing EMDR, and I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but it really, really helped me a lot get over the trauma and the heartache that my father put me through as a kid, and some of from my mom and my grandma, and just childhood trauma. We was going to be doing it over other people because I've just always felt abandoned, from my whole entire family, because I've lost everybody in my family. The only people I have left is my two sisters, but they have nothing to do with me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cousins on my mom's side, and 2 of them talk to me. One regularly, and the other one occasionally. She's the one that let me borrow the car after I broke my wrist, which I was super thankful for. And then the other 2, they quit talking to me years ago over stupid shit. And then on my dad's side, my sperm donor, I call him, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's several on that side, but 6 that I know, kinda. 4 that I know very well, and there's only 1 that I ever talk to, and that's just because she works at Walmart that I go to all the time. So I quit talking to my dad's side whenever I walked away from him, because I didn't want anything to do with him, and I felt like going to them, I was involved with that side of the family. So I felt like I had to walk away from that entire side. Then whenever I started talking to my father's side of the family again, I found out that they wasn't talking to him either, that they had wrote him off as well. And so that was kind of a shock to me, that I couldn't believe that they had wrote my dad off. Um, but he's a piece of shit, you know. So, um, I've went through some trauma. My sisters walked away from me because I really honestly don't know. I just came to the conclusion that they do not see me as their sister, because we have the same mom, but we have different dads. So therefore they don't see me as their sister, and their father has always told them that I'm a piece of shit and to stay away from me. Even though in all I have ever done is worked my ass off and smoke weed. Um, I really don't know why. I carry my medical marijuana license now. I'm no different than him. He's always been a pothead too. Um, but I really don't know what he ever has seen bad in me. Probably because I didn't put up with his bullshit and I would talk back to him, because I didn't like him. But so it's been rough. Really, the only people that I have in my life are my friends and my 2 kids and my cousin Tara, who I've talked about here. She's been in videos. She's more like a sister than a cousin. So it's been rough, but EMDR has helped me a lot, and I want to continue doing that because it's really helped me overcome a lot of my trauma that my father put me through as a kid, because I never felt wanted by the man. And then when he told me when I was 45, standing in his garage, that he never wanted me and that's why he hated my mother, because she had me, I was like, oh, so that's why you always told me that you hated her and wanted to piss on her grave when she died. Now it all makes sense. But then it confused me because he married a lady that had 3 children and he's still with her. But then I got to thinking, okay, well, he married her and she has 3 kids, but they're not his kids. So if he wanted to leave, he could bolt and he wouldn't have to say anything. He wouldn't have child support. He wouldn't have to do anything. And I think the only reason why he stayed in my life is because of my grandpa. My grandpa probably told him, you better not walk away from that little girl. So, and I'm really surprised that when my grandpa died when I was so young, because I want to say I was 13 when my grandpa Raglan passed away. I'm really surprised my dad didn't walk away from me then. He treated me like shit, even worse. And now I know why. There was a time that I threw a paper plate in the trash can and he said, Mr. Murray, get over here and pick that motherfucker up and put it back in there. You didn't throw it away the proper way. It's not in there right. Okay. So I did. So he was just an alcoholic and he was an asshole. But anyways, I feel like I'm the person I am because of all the crap that I've went through. I've went through a lot of really bad, hard relationships to where I've really never felt truly loved. Not even from my kids. I have never felt truly loved. So I'm hoping that one day I'll find that before I die. That I will feel unconditional, true love. Like it does not matter that somebody truly loves me no matter what. And I will find it one day. But anyways, that's all that's going on. I've just got a fire under my ass and I've got to get this building done so I can be in it and not in this camper, because I can't do all these stairs, because there's 3, 4, 5 stairs to get in, 3 stairs to go to my bedroom, bathroom area. That's a lot of stairs, especially whenever I'm going to have to either use crutches or a walker. It's not feasible in this camper. So, I'll get this edited and get it out. I feel bad because I haven't posted in a while. I want to thank my loyal viewers. I know I don't have very many of y'all, but I do appreciate everybody that watches and follows me. I'm going to try and get better once I do get in my building and kind of have a little more stability to where I'm not focused on just that, because things are definitely lined up and doing way better and going way better. So it's getting better. I'm going to start getting regular and doing things regularly once I get my body straightened out, because my hips have been giving me a lot of problems, especially since my back surgery. I really feel like my back surgery, or my back walking odd for so many years, screwed up my back. I mean my hips, because I was walking so different for so long. Now my back's straightened out and my hips wore different. And then all the falls that I had. Oh, and that's another thing. I found out because whenever I fell and broke my arm, I went to my doctor and was like, look, we've got to figure out why I'm falling. There's no reason for me to be so off balance like I have been. And so we started going through my medications, and she said, okay, you're taking gabapentin. She said, stop taking it in the morning and only take it at night. I said, done. I stopped taking it in the morning. I got all of my balance back. I was able to stand on one foot again. I trip and I catch myself. I don't take gabapentin anymore. I firmly believe if anybody is taking that medicine, I understand now what my daughter was talking about. She was like, Mom, that is the crappiest medicine there is. If you're get off of it. And I agree. Anybody that's taking that medication, look at the side effects of that medicine, because it is not a good medicine. If you're having side effects, if you're having brain fog, if you're unbalanced and falling a lot, you need to look at the medication side effects and get off of the medicine, because it's going to end up hurting you and not helping you. I know there's more side effects than that, but those are the two that I know for a fact that was causing me a lot of problems for a very long time. And I wasn't even thinking that that was what the problem was. I should have listened to my doctor. I mean, my daughter, because she works in the medical field, and she kept telling me, Mom, that medicine is bad. You need to quit taking it. It's causing you problems and you're just not paying attention to it. And I was like, no, it's helping me, sister. I have to have it. If I'm not taking it, I hurt. She said, Mom, I understand. She said, but you've got to find something different. So my doctor did put me on something different that was supposed to help me with that and my insomnia. And it's definitely helped me with my insomnia, but I'm not 100% sure if it's helped me with my muscle and nerve issues. So when I go back to the doctor and see her, I'm going to tell her that I don't know if we need to up it or if there's something else. And it's basically, I'm getting Cymbalta now. And I've never had Cymbalta before. So I'm really happy with it, but I think we may need to up it a little bit. So anyway, there's just a little update. And I'm going to get this uploaded and get Rolo your poor haircut. I was giving him a haircut day before yesterday, and his clippers quit. And I tried doing it with scissors, and I butchered his little ass. So I'm waiting on his new clippers to come in, because I balded his butt. Like, literally, there's a stripe from his base of his butt to like that far up his spine that's basically bald. And we had a cold front come through, and so now his little ass is cold. I feel bad for him, but ain't nothing I can do about it. But anyways, I'm going to get this loaded, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day and be proud of yourself. Bye.
But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never